sum up 2022, this speaks for all of us, was learning. We learned a lot in 2022.
So the plan for 2023 would be first quarter, Eli dropping his body.
Eli. Main focus right now is just to get it jumping.
Most likely be the talk of the town.
So that nigga, when I get lit, bro, I'm taking it with me, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I'm here at the Aqua Lounge. We about to talk about my new album, Scorpio.
You kill me? Why is that even on your brain? Why is that on your cranium? I personally think the nicest nigga to never get a ring is AI.
Yo, welcome back to the Aqua Lounge podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in this week. We got a special guest in the building. Took a little trip for this one.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, my guys. So we got RahTheBroker in the building, CEO of Scholar Committee.
Peace, fellas. What's up?
What's up, man?
Swim, what's the good? What's good?
Appreciate you.
Lounge, what's up?
How's everything, man? You doing good?
Yeah, man, I feel good. I feel great.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
I know it was like a 5-hour trip, right?
Yeah, man, it was a long trip. I'm a little tired, but I'm all right. I'm here.
Yeah. Was there mad traffic like when you got through the city and shit?
It was mad traffic. It was traffic on coming through Manhattan.
Yeah.
Driving through Bronx, Queens, BQE.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit gets crazy.
Really is low in Manhattan, man. Like Chinatown, shit like that. That shit's crazy, man.
Yeah. And when the navigation takes you right through the city too, it's like fuck. Sometimes it really gets shitty. All right, so let's take it all the way back. Like, so, you know, you're living in Pennsylvania now, right?
Yes, sir.
But you grew up in Harlem. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So, so growing up in Harlem, like, how did that kind of like shape your style of artistry and like your whole, you know, your brand and that whole type of thing?
Like Harlem, if you know, like anybody that pay attention to hip hop, you know Harlem is like a trend-setting place. It's a place where, like Harlem Renaissance, back to Harlem Renaissance, like it's just a place where you're gonna find nothing but people that know that there's somebody. Like you find people there, everybody there is someone. Everybody there feels famous. Everybody feels like they made it or they created something and it's a beautiful feeling because it's so much artistry, it's so much creativity there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that kind of like helped shape my whole like upbringing. Like it kind of made me creative. It made me creative. It made me who I am today. Okay. You know, it gave me style. You know what I'm saying? It gave me swagger. Mm-hmm. You know, big ups to Harlem, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Like I love Harlem.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
It helped shape my whole story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you go back to Harlem often or not so much?
You could catch me in Harlem like anytime, like on a rainy day.
Yeah.
Like I'll just go to Harlem, go see my family. Like
just pull up. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just drive through Harlem. Mm-hmm. Like I'll just to feel it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't really be out there like I used to. Like you won't catch me on the blocks like that no more. Cause you know I'm always busy. I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
But any given day you can catch me out there.
Dope.
Hell yeah, dude. So like growing up like in Harlem, who were what were some of your biggest musical influences? Who? I
mean, you know, you gotta give it up to the Dipset, like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm really like down the block, like I'm on 4th, 5th, you know, Cam and I'm from 40th, so it's like it's nothing for me to run into Cam, run into Vado, run into Jim Jones, Jewels. Like I just run into them guys. Like you'll just see them guys. If you don't see them, you'll see somebody affiliated with them, you know. So like it's nothing. Like you gotta give it up to them. Even like older cats, like dudes from the Bronx. Like cause I'm from 145th and Lenox, so like the Bronx is literally over the bridge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kinda like it's dope. It's like I see Fat Joe like in the summertime. He had a Rolls Royce parked on 4th, 5th. I'll see Fat Joe.
That's
be like, oh shit, they go Fat Joe.
That's crazy.
That shit is crazy, you know. So it's like you know, I grew up watching these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I seen what they did, and it was very inspirational.
Yeah. Is that something though that's like that's kind of known, like people respect, like, you know, you see these people out there, you know it's their car, like, but you know, everyone, like, people give them their space and shit, you know, like,
like you'll see Fat Joe with his TS chain.
Yeah.
He be with like Pistol Pete or somebody, like
Yeah.
they just be chilling. You be like, y'all ain't scared, like
yeah. But like even like
out
going up,
there.
like do people like go up to him like, yo, oh shit, look who it is, like let me
like
get your autograph.
I ain't
like,
gonna lie, when you see them guys in the hood and you being like it's like they regular.
yeah,
Right.
Like nobody, because you see them so much.
Right.
You was, like, I seen DMX before he passed away. Like I seen DMX uptown. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what up, X? Like, you know what I mean? Like you just see a lot of people in my hood, like a lot of stars come through there. Like on a regular. So it's kind of normal. You know?
Okay. Yeah, that's dope.
So that's like you said, and like I was just about to say, it's almost normal. Like
Yeah.
you're saying,
Yeah.
like that's
It's some
that's-
normal shit,
yeah.
man. It's a lot of heavy hitters that come through my area over there. Like, word.
So what about like inspirations outside the rap genre, like outside rap,
Or
Yeah,
even
man.
outside music too.
outside music in
Yeah.
general?
Yeah, man. Like, it's a lot of guys that was running the streets at that time that inspired me, that took me in, showed me things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, almost everybody do music.
Right.
Everybody has something to do with like music. If not music, like basketball. Like even like growing up, I played a lot of ball too.
Okay.
So, you know, I'll see all type of street legends that played ball. You know what I'm saying? I'll see Skip to Malou. Like
Yeah.
A Butter. Like, you know, I see them
At the park.
dudes.
Yeah.
They'll be in the park playing ball. They'll be like, I'm from 4th, 5th, and Lenox, so that's Baby Rucker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rucker Park is on 55th. But on 4th, 5th, you'll see them same guys playing ball in that park. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there's so much inspiration there.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now I know. By the way, thanks for filling out the docket shit for us.
No doubt.
Yeah, thank you, man. So going off that a little bit too. Like, so I know, you said like, so between like 2003 and 2006, right? You kind of started getting into the music 2003, and 2006 was when like you really fully started. So like, what kind of pushed you in those 3 years, like when you started and until you took it serious? Like, what did you have anything that like pushed you? What was like your motivation, or like how did you start? Like you knew this is what you wanted to do.
Well, I got an older cousin, man. Shout out my older cousin, Sai, man. Like, I would like, at that time, like 03, I was in school. I was in like high school, I believe,
Okay.
and junior high. Like, so I'll be performing other rappers' songs and shit during like shows,
shit.
talent shows and shit.
Hell yeah.
And my cousin, he was like, yo, like you got a flow, like you should start writing your own shit. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of pushed me to becoming my own artist. So I started asking him, like, how does that go about? You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yo, you gotta write 3 verses and a hook. You know what I'm saying? An 8-bar hook, 16-bar verses. Then he'll tell me like how to count bars. 1, 2, 3, bar. 1, 2, 3, bar. So I started learning how to count bars. And then I started learning how to do hooks. I started listening to guys that was doing catchy hooks at that time. You know, 50 was doing mad catchy hooks.
Yeah.
Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be hearing they hooks and shit. I'll be like, yo, that's hot. So I started writing hooks. Melodic shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I was going through. And that kind of like pushed me to writing songs.
Okay.
So that's what it was like. And then, you know, I had a lot of free time at that time. My mom's was working a lot. I'll be home alone and shit. I'll just write.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting instrumentals from up the block. Like on 142nd and Lenox, they had like a store. Well, not 142nd. I believe it was 143rd, 144th. Like in between those blocks, they had like this store that sold mad mixtapes and shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mad
that's
instrumentals.
Really? So
Like-
it was literally like a beat store. Like,
Yeah, it was like a
Yo,
store
that's
that just
crazy.
sold mad music shit.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah, so I go and by that at that time wasn't no iPhones and shit. It was like
Yeah.
the CD disc, the compact disc shits, the Sony shits.
Yeah.
So I'll get instrumental CDs from them. J Arms. Shout out J Arms, man. J Arms instrumentals. If you know, if you was writing rhymes back in them days, you had to get you an instrumental tape. He used to do the How to Be an MC instrumental series.
Shit.
How to Be an MC.
Really?
You had volume 1 all the way down to like volume 100. And it'd be full of instrumentals from alchemists, from all type of producers.
Was
all they
it was
beats.
it like instrumentals of songs, or was it just like beats?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it was
instrumentals
all-
of they songs.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And you know what I mean? You'll get those and you pop those in a CD disc and you start writing.
Mm-hmm.
You start writing and that shit became addictive, man.
Yeah.
Word.
Was it tough for you to like start writing like right when you first started? Like, was it kind of tough? You had to get like a learning curve.
Yeah,
with
hell
it?
yeah, because I had to catch the beat and shit. You know what I mean? Like I was writing the different beats. I was writing a lot of Alchemist beats.
Hell yeah.
At that time, I was writing the mad Alchemist shit, mad Mob Deep shit.
Okay.
Shout out Havoc, man. He was putting out a lot of instrumental CDs. You know what I'm saying? And I was writing to them shits. And it was hard because I didn't really have a style.
Right.
I had to create that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to a lot of I always listen to a lot of music, so I was kind of mimicking shit too. And you know, I just started writing,
Yeah.
and then it became like anything you do in life, you keep doing it, it becomes repetition,
Yep.
Right.
Muscle
and
memory.
consistency.
shit.
It just gets better with time, you know. So at first it was difficult, but after a while it became easy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So what about like just kind of like on the same page with that, like freestyling? Like, was that something that you did a lot or found
Hell
yourself
yeah.
doing?
Yeah, like I had a crew back then in high school. It was called Block Fam. You know what I'm saying? It'd be me and my guys that I went to school with. We'd be in the cafeteria freestyling, going in.
Yep.
Sometimes we be stealing niggas' raps and shit. You know what I'm saying? saying they shit. But whatever it was, we was rapping it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that shit honed our craft too. That shit made us better.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
I bet.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, I bet it did. I mean, we can kind of not relate to that, but like we used to, you know, back in like in high school, we used to be freestyling in the car and shit like
Yeah,
that. You
hell
know,
yeah.
riding around with a blunt and they just freestyle.
Yeah, that's how you
and
do it.
And that's how it kind of like, you know.
That's
then
how
you
it
think-
transitioned.
And then you think about writing, you're like, oh shit, maybe I should write, maybe this and that. So that's cool how it kind of came full circle for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Definitely.
So, your latest EP, Before the Money 3.
We were talking a little bit about it
Yeah.
before, but for like the people, can you like? My bad, I didn't mean
No,
to.
no, go ahead, yeah.
Can you like kind of give like your, like what you were telling us before, like your whole concept of like your EPs and how it's building up to something, right? Can you kind of talk on that a little bit?
Yeah.
So the Before the Money series, that's a prelude. That's a prelude to Money Don't Sleep. Money Don't Sleep, I dropped Money Don't Sleep in like 2018, I believe, or 17. 2017, 2018. That was me running the streets, hustling. Know what I mean? Trying to get my music off, trying to get somebody to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was getting to it, man. Money Don't Sleep. So Before the Money 3, 2 and 1. I'm gonna start from 1 to 2 to 3. That's like me expressing how it is when you like before you see money. Like before you could, know what I mean, like touch some paper, like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so you know, you got from oh yeah to what, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Go off the first songs on each tape. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, chose, respectfully. So like I kind of did this EP in like 1 year. Like all 3 EPs, I kind of did them in like 1 year.
Okay.
I could have made them an album, but I wanted to chop them up because I wanted to spoon feed the people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did it. I dropped the EP like every quarter. And that's leading up to my next album that I'm working on right now, which is Money Growing Trees. You know what I'm saying? And Money Growing Trees is like the finale to like the Money Don't Sleep series. You know what I'm saying? It's like Money Don't Sleep, then it's Before the Money. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, and 3. Then it's Money Growing Trees. And Money Growing Trees is kind of like me creating my industry, like creating my business and making it work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like to where money don't sleep. You know what I mean? Like money don't sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's basically, you know, Money Growing Trees is that. It's like me creating a whole industry of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And turning this thing that I got into a business.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got my man Tony Ray, you know what I'm saying? His brother, Blizz, you know what I'm saying? I got other artists that I'm working with too that I want to bring out on this album. But yeah, Money Growing Trees is, you know what I'm saying? That's the sum of everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's me summing it up.
Yeah. Okay. And then also I want to talk a little bit about like the beat selection on there, because I think like from hearing your other stuff, the beats were a little different. Like on this one specifically, the third one, right? You had more of like the modern like trap shit, right? So what was that? Just something that like you kind of like, I want to just kind of dive into this, or was it just these were the beats that were hitting for me? Like what was that kind of thing?
Well, anytime I deal with beats, I deal with beats like I try to fuck with what talks to me, like whatever moves me. So like the beat selection on BFM3 is like that's just beats that was talking to me, and I kind of was just having fun with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really do the traditional thing like I did with Money Don't Sleep. Like with Money Don't Sleep, it was more or less me just working with guys that I always work with. Before the Money 3 was more or less like I was dealing with producers I ain't even know.
Yeah.
Like I was just buying beats and shit, fucking with it. And the 5 beats that I used, like I said, those were just beats that just spoke to me. They just stood out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And do you have like a main producer that you go to, or you're kind of just?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out my cousin Self Be True.
Okay.
He's a go-to guy. Like he did a lot of tracks. He did joints for Lil Wayne. He did joints for Mims. He got a dope catalog. Young Jeezy. Yeah. He get around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he's a go-to guy for me. Spunk Bigger. I don't know if you know Spunk Bigger. He did beats for he did that beat for Pop Smoke. Damn, what beat he did? It's a song Pop Smoke put out. I forgot what song it was.
One of the like the early ones that like hit?
One of his new like on his last joint. Like Spunk get around. Spunk is dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did Harlem Man. I got a song called Harlem Man.
Okay.
He did that joint. But Spunk Bigger is a go-to guy. My man Live and Direct. That's my man from high school. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of dope joints for me. Damn. But those 3 guys, like, even the infamous Amadeus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done did joints with him, mad joints. He did my whole first mixtape that I ever did, strictly for the G's. He did the whole shit. He's known. He got Get Out on Records or whatever. He's a go-to guy of mine, like, that I've dealt with in the past.
How did you connect? Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you connect? Like you said, you knew one of them from high school.
Right.
What about the other? Like, how did you connect with them?
Well, I ran through the underground. Like, yo, before COVID, this is what people gotta understand. Like, hip hop right now is different. COVID kind of like shifted the whole industry. It shifted it. Like, before COVID, hip hop in New York was very underground. Like, you could do hip hop in New York. Like, you could really like create a network in New York. Like, you could just be performing somewhere, and if your shit is hot, there's somebody in that crowd. And that's kind of like how my shit came about. I was just doing mad shows. Anybody that was throwing in a show or doing something, I was there and I was performing.
And mainly in like Harlem and shit, or
Harlem, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. I ran through the whole New York.
Hell yeah.
Wherever you can name, I did a show there.
Okay.
Facts.
That's fucking lit though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's artist
you were
development, man.
So talk about that, like how you're saying with the COVID shit, right? What do you think, like, what changed about it? Like you're saying, you know, like
all right, well, so with COVID hit, it wasn't no shows.
right.
Technically, the industry shut down. I don't know if people know that, but after COVID, the industry shut down. Nobody was getting signed no more. Nobody was really releasing albums. Shit was shut down because it was COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't even have 1,000 motherfuckers in the venue.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So when COVID hit, there was no more shows. They're just starting to get shows back in New York. People are just starting to perform again. But the underground in New York is not the same. Now it's more or less an internet game. And that's not real good because it's not real connections. Simpson, like, it's not a real connection to your audience. Like, when you do a show, when you performing in front of motherfuckers, that's real.
Yeah.
When you on the internet rapping, you just on the internet. People can feel you, but it's gonna be harder for you to develop as an artist because you're not in the spot. You're not feeling the real feeling of being in an underground venue. Like,
Right.
you know, you rapping in front of motherfuckers that don't know you from a can of paint.
Yeah.
And you got to make them like you.
Yeah.
That right there is what's missing. See what I'm saying? Because that's something you have to do as an artist. You have to perform in front of a crowd that doesn't know you. And you have to impress them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Like,
I mean, dude, that's fucking
you have to
that's
do
tough,
that,
bro.
That's how you know that your shit is hitting. That's how you build a real following. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
And with COVID hitting, it slowed that up. So now, moving forward, after post-COVID, shit is starting to. I'm
to get
starting to
back.
see more venues throwing shows again. It's starting to get back lit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that shit was detrimental to hip hop.
Because that's interesting. Because during that time, like during the COVID time, we actually had our first studio in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So like right when that shit kind of hit, like, you know, prices were cheap. You know, it
Right.
was easy to get out there. It was 50 minutes for us. It was nothing. And like that, I didn't really think about that, but there was no shows. It was nothing. So it was really hard to like. Our studio was like we would invite people out and come to the studio, record some shit. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, we weren't able to really go out and
No movement.
Yeah,
That shit slowed the movement. It was no movement.
Hell yeah, that's fucking
for like
crazy.
a year. And then like shit, like now shit is starting
Yeah.
to kick back up.
Yeah.
But like, if there's no movement, it's like, how the fuck you touching the people?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit fucked me up because I'm like, damn, man, like I can't really do shit.
Yeah.
I found myself during COVID doing a lot of internet shit. Like I was rapping on the internet, like I was literally rapping in front of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so people could hear me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you have a pretty big following on Instagram right now.
Yes, sir.
Was that? Do you think you got a lot of that from like because you were posting on Instagram a lot and the internet
Hell
during
yeah.
that COVID time was kind of like where you
advantage of it.
Yeah, I took advantage. I did whatever I could do. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am with music. Whatever happens, I gotta give somebody some music.
Right.
So whatever outlet I got, I'ma use it. And that's how I built the following too. Running promotions on Instagram, know what I'm saying? Doing whatever I can to build my following. You know?
Yeah. So kind of going off that, like I just had a question, like from your perspective, like what do you think, like what role does rap music play, like in society today? Like what do you like? What's your view on that?
Like the rappers are the leaders.
Okay.
Like if you're an artist, you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody that people look up to, people follow, and people look to for guidance. See what I'm saying? So if you're a rapper, you're like you kind of like running society.
Right. Right.
Now I mean, like if you really look at somebody like Tupac, why he was so scrutinized and why, God bless his soul, but if you look at somebody like that, he was so influential because of the shit he was saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even Biggie, even DMX, you know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on. These guys are leaders. You see what I'm saying? And the hip hop, like the hip hop culture is like like Nip said, man, this shit is contagious, man.
Mhm.
Like people doing hip hop all over the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like rap, that's probably, to me, it's probably the biggest genre in music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I would say it's getting just bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And bigger.
Yeah, like you got country music, rock music,
Yeah.
all that shit is dope. Jazz, R&B, all that shit is dope. But it's like hip hop just swallows that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all of that shit plays a role in hip hop.
Right.
So hip hop is huge, man.
And also on that point too, I want, because we're producers, so like we kind of like will pay attention to that certain thing, and like
Right.
something I've been seeing is, like you just said, country music, all these other pop, they're incorporating the hip hop, and at least from what we see, like beat wise, you know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
are,
Like
right.
they're using the same drums that you use on hip hop tracks and shit
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
Yep.
So I definitely can see that. I mean, it's
sir.
swallowing like everything, really. Yeah.
is. So like for you personally, what about like collaboration? Is that something that you
Hell
are
yeah.
big with? Yeah.
Man, there's so many artists I want to work with, and it don't make no sense. But at the same time, I gotta keep my frame. Like I ain't going dick ride you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna chase you. But I'm always open to work with somebody.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm competitive too. You know what I'm saying? And I've been told I'm intimidating. You know what I'm saying? So like I understand that, but like collaborations is how you grow.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta network with people and work with people, right? So I'm always for that. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I'm working with my guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to build them up and help them build myself up. We trying to build each other up. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. You
Do you
gotta
have-
collaborate.
Do you have like a favorite collaborator that like that you usually collaborate often? Like I guess I know you were saying some of those producers, so is that kind of, or
Yeah, my
Yeah.
producers, like
Yeah.
those are my faves. For the most part, because I'm kind of like a guy that'll go in there and just do a whole song by myself. I'm not selfish with music, but I got a zero tolerance. So like I do a lot of shit myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like these guys, like I'm gonna work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna build with them. They younger than me. They got a newer sound. You know what I'm saying? So like I could benefit from that. I could learn from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could probably give a lot of knowledge to
Yeah, I
them
mean,
because you've
that's-
been in
That's
this
a fact.
shit. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like Kanye said, he was talking about the
Yes.
he spoke about the youth.
Yep.
Like the youthful mind, man.
He doesn't
Like,
listen to anyone older than him.
Yeah, nah, you gotta listen to the young motherfuckers. They know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So now, how do you balance like your personal life and like your career as like a rapper? Like, cause sometimes the rapper shit could get a little crazy and
Hell
stuff
yeah.
like that. So how do you like balance like your stuff?
I mean, I eat, sleep, shit, rap. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like this shit is natural. Like it's just me. Like I just rap. Like rap is me all day. I'm rap all day. I could be at my job. I could be at church, the masjid, the barber shop. Rap is on my mind.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's I embody this shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like I don't separate it.
Okay.
I try to, I mean, I know rap is could be harsh. Like it could be vulgar. It could be unsettling, whatever. But, you know what I mean? I keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? This is my shit. I love it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like you said before too, like there's a lot of young cats like just coming up rapping.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? More and more you just see all these new, whether it's new drill artists, new,
Yes, sir.
whatever it may be, but what's some advice that you had like that you could give them if they're watching, like, just on the industry and how to move in it?
I would say be safe. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Like, be dangerous too. Like, rap get crazy, man. You might have to knock somebody out one day. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might have to protect yourself, especially if you're in a venue. You know what I'm saying? But keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? Get a job, work. You know what I'm saying? Try not to hustle and rap.
Right.
'Cause if you go to jail,
Shit's done.
your shit slow up. I done been in jail. My shit done slowed up. Like I
Yeah,
done went
yeah.
through that shit. Like I done did mad work and then go to jail. Now you can't push your shit. Your shit's sitting. When you can't push your music, it sits.
Yeah.
And then it decreases. So like, stay out the street, stay out of trouble, because if you in trouble, how the fuck you gonna promote your music?
Yeah, that's
There's one thing
true.
to do it, but then you gotta promote it.
Right.
And you gotta be home for that.
Yeah.
That's huge, man.
Yeah. And because that promoting and marketing is I don't know, 70% of the whole thing, you know what I mean?
That shit might be 90.
Yeah, like
Especially
That
today.
shit might be 85%, 90.
yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
Cause if you just rap in the studio,
What is that?
that shit just stay there.
Yeah, it's not going.
It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It ain't moving.
Yeah. That's crazy. But that's dope.
That's good advice, honestly. For
Hell
you-
yeah.
Everybody watching, for real. I hope you rewind
Fact.
that, take that in, for real.
Now what do you feel like what kind of sets apart you from other rappers? If you think that you're kind of different in a way, like what do you feel like separates you from the rest?
My time. Like, I've been doing this shit a long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, I hear a lot of guys, like, they probably just started probably 5 years ago. Like, if you started 5 years ago, I kind of started like 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the game for a long fucking time. I met a lot of people. I've been in labels. I done sat there, denied deals, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I would say that. My time in the game, at my age, at 33, I got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's what I mean. Just talking to you for however long we've been talking, like it just seems like you have a lot to
Hell yeah.
just
give, yeah.
and like
Thanks,
you're,
man.
you're very willing to give it, and I
Facts.
feel like we need more people, like more like pioneers like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We have a lot of people
100%.
on the show, and it's like a lot of great talent. But it's just is always good to have a word of advice from
Yeah, man, you gotta give it to the people, man. Like, you can't harbor this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to them, because, you know, that's how this shit keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you wanna touch the people. Like, people say, like, it's your impact.
Right.
It's your impact that's your success. That's your
Yeah,
success.
yeah.
Like, how you touch, how many lives you touch, how many people you influence. That's your success. You know what I'm saying? So, my story, how long I've been doing it, yo, man, I'm more than happy to give people this shit.
Yeah.
Because, yo, it was times I wanted to get this shit up. You know what I'm saying? But it's things like you guys setting up this platform, it gives me a platform to express myself,
100%.
which is something I need.
Right.
Outside of me just recording and dropping music. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's it. That's it right there.
100%. And I know, like you said, you met a lot of people, you've done a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that you can kind of point out, like your biggest highlight so far of like your career? Anything that like stands out that you could, is meaningful to you or something like that?
Yo, when I was on Shade 45, I did alright, so I did a show.
Right.
I was doing a showcase in the Lower East Side or whatever. And I won a slot to basically rap on Shade 45 and shit.
Hell yeah.
So when I did that, that was dope. Like, my heart was pounding and shit. Because there was mad people watching and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I knew mad people was gonna see it. And I was in like a competition. Like, it was 2 other artists that was rapping with me. Shout out those guys and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I had to put on, man. That was a highlight of my career. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I did a show, and it was like for Zulu Nation. You know what I'm saying? I did a show, and that got me the opportunity to have label meetings. So I had a meeting in Sony, I had a meeting in Violator, I had a meeting in Def Jam, and I met execs. Like, I shook their hands, I spoke with them, I sat in the office, I seen all the fucking plaques in the rooms. That was a crazy experience for me. Like, I was young then. You know what I'm saying? I was like 20 years old. Wow. See what I'm saying? So that was a highlight in my career too. Shooting videos, like all the videos I shot, those is like all highlights for me. Cause it's like creating a video. Like, putting in that work. There's certain videos I did like Trap Profits. That shit took me like 3 days to do.
Wow.
Just because, and it was 3 days broken up. Like it was like a day here, 2 days the next week. Because, you know, the timing of it and the plot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like we put that whole shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I shot Letter to L, that was a highlight for me because I love my moms like cook food. Shout out my mom. Shout out Leah Bazemore. My mom's wanted to turn around. She didn't want to shoot the vid that day.
Oh shit.
It was a gloomy day. It was nasty out.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, fuck that. We shooting it.
Doing it.
Right? And Letter to L came about. That's a true story, you know what I'm saying? And it was a dope vid. We shot that shit in 1199 on the east side in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? All my vids, man, was highlights because it was always something that was trying to stop it. Like it was always something going on
Shit. Okay.
that was like, yo, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Know what I mean? And we just fought through that shit. We was just like, yo, fuck that. Like, we
Yeah.
shooting this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes people didn't show up that said they was going to show up. That could have stopped us, but it didn't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You fighting through that shit.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
weather was bad.
Yeah.
Look, getting money. It started raining. It started fucking raining. Like, yo, we was out there, it just started raining hard.
yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, we can do another day. I was like, man, nah, fuck that. Put the rain in the video.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I shot that shit in the rain.
Working with it.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So, no matter what happened, we just kept it going, man.
Yeah.
We fought. You know what I'm saying? We fought. And that's why my videos is like the major highlight because almost every video we shot is something that happened that we could have been like, we not shooting it. And
okay.
we fought through it.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
That is very interesting, and I feel like that right there alone. I mean, that's what set you apart probably from
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of.
Cause motherfuckers will quit. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
oh, no, not today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then your video never get done.
Yeah.
It gets out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Hell yeah.
So now with that, like, kind of the opposite of a question here, like, what are some of the biggest challenges that you've faced in your career thus far?
And like, how did you overcome
and, like,
those?
what-
those
I mean,
challenges?
like, one of the biggest challenges was like going in and out of jail. Like, that shit, that revolving door cycle in my life, that shit kind of slowed me up. And I missed opportunities. Like, I was supposed to be on Eric Sermon album, Vernia.
Wow.
I spoke to E on the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Keith Murray. Shout out EPMD. That's family. Death Squad, all that. Like, I missed that opportunity because I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I turned people away from me. You know what I'm saying? People probably was like, yo, this nigga always in jail. This nigga, you know what I mean? He's not reliable. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that fucked me up. My attitude. You know what I'm saying? My ties, connections, people that I loved so much that didn't love me like that. That might have turned people that thought highly of me. That might have made them think less of me. Because they like, yo, why you keep going back over there and you supposed to be doing this? And you know what I mean? So like, shit like that, yeah, that held me back. You know what I'm saying? That's things that, you know, I had to realize, like, yo, check that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what like kept you motivated during those times? Like now that, you know, like you're going in and out and it's like you said, you missed, you know, featuring on someone's album and shit like that. So, because I feel like a lot of people would say, you know, I'm missing my chances. Like, fuck this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what motivated you to
Yeah.
continue to like keep going?
Like, for every opportunity I missed, by grace of God, others came about. And like, you know, I love rapping. So like, no matter what happened, I still was rapping. So I like, it's like, you know, it's the consistency shit. It's like, yo, all right, one door closes, another one opens. You know what I'm saying? Now the album shit, being on Eric Sermon's album, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit might not come around all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, loving this shit is what helped me like regroup from that shit.
Right.
Know what I mean? Like even when I was in prison, I was writing.
Right.
That was my next question. I was gonna say, were you writing in prison?
Yeah, I was writing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I knew where I was at. So I knew I had to be sharp when I got out.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you know what? I don't give a fuck if I don't have no beats. I'm going to fucking bang on the door.
Yeah.
Make a beat off of that and rap it. You know what I mean? I need a pen and a paper. I did some ill shit. I got my music sent to me in the jail. You know what I'm saying? Like I did some shit like that. Like
That's dope.
all my music, it was some company that was Up North Services. If you ever was up top, you know about Up North Services. They basically turn music into a tape. Cause they allow you to get tapes up north. Okay. So I got all my music put on a tape, sent it up, had my people send it up, my mom's send it up to me, and I was listening to my shit. So that shit kept me going. I was like, yo, I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept going, man. I
That
just
probably
kept going.
motivated you a lot too, because it's like
Hell
hearing
yeah.
what
Hearing
you were
yourself.
able to do.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you can still hear yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can still, you could tell people like, yo, I do music, and you can show them that shit.
Yeah.
I even spoke about that in an interview I did before. Know what I mean? The dude that interviewed me, Popovich Mage, know what I'm saying? He was up top with me. He interviewed me when I came home. He spoke about that shit. Like, yo, you was the first motherfucker I seen that had their music in the spot.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that shit kept me going.
And now, when you were in there too, were you like promoting yourself at all?
Hell
Yeah.
I was letting everybody know I do
Yeah.
music. You know what I'm
That's-
saying? Like, yo,
that's
I rap. Yo, I rap. Yo, check me out. Yo, have your peoples check me out. I still got music out in the street. But like I said, it ain't nothing like being home and doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the streets doing that because, you know, you can really see the growth. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the growth from in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, man. So, like, we talked a little bit about this before. Like, you have a nice, following on social media.
sir.
You have a nice fan base. Like, what do you do to? First off, like, what do you do to connect with your fans?
I try to be as human as possible. You know what I mean? I try to be like I try to when a motherfucker talk to me, I talk back. You know what I'm saying? You say some dumb shit, I'm gonna be like, whatever. I ain't gonna respond to that shit. But if you speak to me, I'm gonna speak to you. And I'm gonna try to identify with your shit. Like, you probably going through some shit. Everybody going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be human as possible. You know what I'm saying? I try to give people dope flicks. Like, now I mean, I go buy some shit. Like, you see me now I mean, I try to stay clean and shit. I try to give motherfuckers some motivation. I try to say something inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Something that people could gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do. I try to be as human as possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And would you say, now with social media being the era that we're living in, would you say it's almost easier to connect with more people and be kind of a human, like show yourself more?
Yo, I feel like social media is the biggest platform. Like that shit bigger than the radio.
Yeah.
To me, that shit is instant. Instagram is instant.
Yeah.
That's instant gratification. So when you post something, you don't know who sees it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The radio is all right, you might be listening to radio if you in your car.
Yeah.
But when you in your crib, you probably not listening to the radio.
Yeah.
But you definitely on Instagram.
Yeah, scrolling.
When you in your phone, you definitely on Instagram.
Yeah.
When you at your job, slacking, you on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck where you at.
When you
you
go
on
into the bathroom, you're on
You on
Instagram. Yeah.
So that social media
Yeah,
shit is the
yeah.
bigged shit right now. That's
Right.
the biggest platform. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm willing to contest it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now with that being so big, how, because this is kind of tough. I now thinking about it, how do you connect with your fans offline? What do you do? I know you said be just be as kind, be human, but is there
Nah.
something
See, that's something I'm working on.
okay?
I'm trying to tap into that more because that's more of the original grind,
Right.
right? That's the grind before social media. I know about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know about posting flyers on walls, stickers, rapping in the street. creating a motherfucking audience right there in the street. Fuck, get a jukebox, not even a jukebox, a radio, one of them big ass radios with the lights on it. Get you a mic, start rapping. Shit like that, that's the organic shit. Like if you on 42nd Street, 34th Street, you see a motherfucker on the train, he just singing or some shit. That's that real shit. Right. That's the real grind. That's the shit that you gotta respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that people are missing. Somebody like myself, I haven't had the time to do that. But that's something I want to get back to. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back to that out the trunk era, to that real I want to say promotion, but that real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just motherfuckers seeing you doing what you do.
Like
you know
that
what I'm saying?
grind, yeah.
That real grind. Yeah.
Now, do you know, like, where would you say like your core fan base is? Like, are they kind of spread out, or are they in Harlem? Or are they in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I would say it's spread out now because, you know, I've been doing the social media thing a lot. So like I got people that listen to me in the Philippines, people that listen to me in fucking Japan, people that listen to me in fucking like this shit is crazy. I'll be like, hey, these motherfuckers listening to me overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never met you before. I don't even know what that shit look like. But that's I would say my fan base is spread out now. It's bigger than just Harlem.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And also, quickly, I want to just go back with what you said about the social media, about how like the radio, it's social media over the radio, and it's interesting. Like people will get famous off of Instagram, off of just their song before they get on the radio.
Yep.
So it's like these TikTok videos and all these artists that are blowing up on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing that shit before they even get on the radio, and they're blowing up. It's it's crazy.
It's like the radio gotta fall in line with social media.
They gotta catch up.
Yeah. It's kind of like right now. It's like the radio. It's because I'll never say the radio is obsolete because that's where it comes from. But it can be that way. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary for the radio.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, you better off making a podcast like how you guys doing, because like, you know, you could play some music at the podcast, shit like that. The radio game, I bet like radio personalities are a little afraid of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like we've had some people on the show, and they like that have some knowledge on just like, you know, the industry and like, you know, radio plays and placement. They're like, it's what do you say, 200,000 to get on the radio? 200,000
to get your song on the radio.
Yeah, and it's like, why do that when now you could put 20,000 on social media?
Yeah. It's free to post it up and then
out the water.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna give you 200,000 for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep my 200,000.
Yeah. Throw some Instagram ads and shit. Yeah.
I buy a crib, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, all right, fame is fame, but 200,000?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So now, if I'm not mistaken, you're currently working on your final album. Is that
like
true?
I kind of want to fall back from like rapping for a while. I want to get back and like get into the executive spot. So this is kind of like I might close the curtains after this shit.
Okay. And so like you're talking about like being executive of your label and kind of running that whole thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Scholar Committee.
Yep.
LLC.
So you got someone here with you. You want to introduce him because he's on your label, right?
Yeah, man. It's Tony Ray, man.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing? We in here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How long you been doing music?
Since I was 3.
Since you were 3. Yeah. Okay.
See that?
Hell yeah. Okay. So what's like? Do you have like some plans for like your label? Like what's like, you know, once this album's done, what's like your kind of plan of attack to like kind of expose your artists to you know, to the industry and that type of thing?
Well, doing things like this, like we setting up a tour. You know what I'm saying? We gonna run through some states, some cities. We gonna perform. We gonna touch the people. Like we gonna do merch. We gonna do all that stuff to promote us. You know what I'm saying? And put ourselves out there.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. How many artists you have on the label right now?
Right now, I got about, I want to say, roughly, probably like besides myself, like 4.
Okay.
So you got him and his brother,
Okay.
Tony Rain Blizz. You know what I'm saying? And I got some other artists that I don't want to disclose right now.
Right.
Cause like everybody's in development.
Right.
So like it's more than that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's a lot of guys that I know that they might not have a home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm opening my doors for you. Like you can come, you know what I mean? You can come sit with us. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, loyalty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Honesty. You know, being consistent, being true to your craft and shit like that. That is what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of artists. I know tons of them. I know way more artists than these guys. You know what I'm saying? Than just these guys. You know what I'm saying? So the number could triple.
Right.
But right now I could say about right now I'm kind of focused on him and his brother. You know what I'm saying? More so than anything else. But like I got family members that do music, friends, and they're dope too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that number could triple.
Yeah.
Double, whatever.
Yeah.
So what kind of music do you make?
It's a great question. Anything and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I made a country song once. I was just experimenting. Like, I just love music, like in general. So I'm really just open to anything, making anything.
Yeah.
So we were actually listening to my music in the car.
Yup.
Driving up here.
Got that fire.
Hell yeah.
Well, one, let me compliment you. Your song with the Drake sample is too fire.
I got a joint with a Drake sample on it. Word.
All right.
That's fire.
Shout out DJ Payne, man.
Yeah, but nah, I make R&B music.
yeah.
I make trap music. I make drill music. I make pop music. I make Afro music.
Everything.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay.
Where do you draw most of your inspiration from? Like, because that's a wide amount of like a variety of genres right there. So it's got to be something.
Like, it's weird. So like, all right, it's because I listen to like everything as well.
Okay.
So, like, the one genre that I haven't been able to get really into is rock. But like I do fuck with Nirvana heavy.
Hell yeah.
I fuck with have y'all ever heard of Yellow Card?
No.
Definitely check it out.
Okay.
They have a violinist. I play violin.
Oh, really?
Shit. Okay.
So it goes dumb. But I make lyrical, I make mumble, I make whatever.
Yeah.
You ever sample yourself, like violin?
That I have files in my phone
Oh, yeah?
of myself singing.
Okay.
Waiting to sample them.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I just learned how to. All right, so we were talking about Ableton later. I just learned like how to like take MIDI and put it in to like it's called Simpler or Sampler, and you can play it on the keys. You can play anything
Like the sample?
anything you drop in there, any
Yeah.
file.
Yeah.
Like, you could play it on the keys,
Mm-hmm.
and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
crazy.
that's how they did it back in the day with like sampling shit.
Yeah.
They would take the sample, put it on the keys. I mean, they do that now still too.
Yeah.
But it's like that's
you
super
could play
cool.
any part you want,
Yeah,
chop it up,
right.
reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, have you produced for him at all? Like any? Because I know you're a producer too.
No, but I can, and
Yeah.
I want to. I was just talking to him. I was like,
we
yes.
talking about that.
I was
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work with him a lot
Mm-hmm.
on this album. Like he's cause he engineers too. I
Mm-hmm.
engineer too, but this guy here, he's the young mind, man. He's
Yeah,
younger
yeah,
than me. He's
yeah.
19.
I'm 19.
Holy shit! All
See what I'm
right.
saying?
I
He's
turned
33.
20 in July. Chill.
So you got to think like the gap between that right there.
Yeah.
Like I want to merge that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
okay.
like I'm gonna be working with him a lot. You know what I'm saying, on this album. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a student. You know, because a lot of my albums it was just me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So this album I'm trying to bring in different minds, and you know what I mean. Like I'm really trying to collaborate with my people, man. Like, and give it to you guys. Like, y'all gonna get a collection of minds. See what I'm saying? That's what money growing trees is. Y'all gonna get all the leaves.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the branches. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Now because I know this is something you want to talk about a little bit. Like, talk specifically like in the music industry, the music business, like the ups and downs. Like, there's so many, in all different aspects, right? So talk about some of those things and like how, people can kind of get over those things and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Like I've been signed to labels. I've left labels. Really, like, the ups and downs, like, it's part of life. You're gonna go through that. You're gonna go. Everything ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand that, and you just gotta keep going. Like, you just gotta be like, yo, this not for me. You go over here, and you figure out what's for you. You know what I'm saying? And you push that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you stick with. I mean, no hard feelings to anybody that I've severed ties with. And like I said, I wouldn't even say I severed ties with anyone, because like I don't hate nobody.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like any disagreements I've had with anyone, we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We could sit down and come to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And we could work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't no blood, no foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no hard feelings, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So ups and downs happen, but just keep going.
Yeah. And so the situation with you and the label that you were signed with, it was more of just like it kind of just didn't really work out between you guys, and
yeah, like it could have been egos too. You know what I'm saying? Because we started out together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like, you know what I mean? We built that shit. So like, but I've also been building Scholar Committee. You know what I'm saying? And my heart is in Scholar Committee. So like, that's just what it is. It's like, yo, sometimes like you got your baby and you get selfish with your baby. Like, you be like, nah, it's my baby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And you just want to grow your baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Scholar Committee is, my baby. And that's how I treated it. You know what I'm saying? And everything has its end date, right? Okay. Everything has a start and its finish. Like, nothing lasts forever. You want it to, as much as you want it to. I ain't even gonna say some things do last forever.
Yeah.
But realistically, everybody dies. So everything dies. You know what I'm saying? So when it dies, you know what I mean, you can always rebirth it. You can always give it new life. You know what I'm saying? And shit could grow. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is with the label I left. You know what I'm saying? It just was, we was just on two different pages. Like,
Right.
And I'm here now. I'm doing SK. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure you probably learned a lot that you could take to your label now too.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I'm sure.
Learned a whole lot.
Yeah.
Being in
know
those
what I mean?
rooms, man. Probably taught you
Yeah.
a lot.
Being in rooms, talking with people, it helped me a lot. It helped me understand, more about this industry. I don't know everything, but I know a little something.
Hell yeah. And I know we were talking about, before about the social media and everything, but not just with music too. Like, I feel like, do you feel like entrepreneurship too in general?
Hell
like
yeah.
it really boosted that up, right?
Like, entrepreneurship is the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to sink or swim.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yep.
That's entrepreneurship. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out you guys. That's
Thank
a
you,
dope
man.
title,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Because
Hell yeah.
you got to know that. You got to know, because it's going to be that time, and ups and downs. It's going to be that time where you might sink and you might never swim up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the entrepreneurship. That is the test. You know what I mean? That's the test right there to your entrepreneurship. I mean, getting your logos made, putting that shit on something.
Right.
Know what I mean? That's your logo. Don't nobody know it. Don't
Right.
nobody got to care about it, but you do. Know what I'm saying? That's your stamp. You got to care about it, and you got to make that shit respected. You got to make people respect that shit. So entrepreneurship is the key.
Hell yeah.
You got to know that.
So when did you kind of like just kind of like going off social media, like going down that lane again. Like, when did you become like? Because you've been doing this a long time. So like, when like, were you instantly on social media when it came around, or did it take a while for you to be on it? Or
Yo, I didn't even know how to use social media. When I came home from prison, I didn't even know how to use that shit.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even know how to use a phone. Like, when I went in, it was flip phones. I came home, it was fucking
iPhone.
It was iPhones.
Yeah.
When I went in, it was the iPad. I mean, the iPod.
iPod, right.
It was the iPod, the spinning shit. So I came in, it was an iPhone. I'm like, oh shit. You know? So I started fucking with Instagram and shit. Like, now they got tablets and shit in jail and shit like that. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now motherfuckers is in tune with technology. But when I was in there, they didn't have that. So when I came home, I got a phone and shit. I ain't know how to use that shit. I started like trying to take pictures and shit. I was awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta like come into society. You know what I mean? So like, I was awkward, man. I ain't really like know how to like do that shit. So, but like with everything I do, I master shit. So I kind of like kept posting and kept promoting myself. And when I seen what people like, I stuck to that. Oh, people like that. And then I did shit that people didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And I study why. Why do people don't like that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I had to learn how to use social media. Yeah. I had to learn that shit. That shit didn't come natural. You know, that shit is a tool.
It's just so crazy that you see like literally 1-year-olds now. They're on their shit. It's
yeah, like
bro,
that's crazy.
Fuck, dude.
That's crazy. Like my daughter did some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out Malaya Cooper. That's my daughter.
Yeah.
Yo, one day I was me and her was riding a train. She was probably like 8 years old at the time.
Yeah.
8, 9 years old. She took my phone and put it to my face and opened my phone. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, how the fuck she know how to do that shit? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that piggybacks on what you saying, bro. Like
that's like, whoa.
It's like, yo, like I wouldn't even like at your age, I don't think I would have known to do that.
Yeah, bro.
That's, you know? So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
These kids are getting smarter.
It's absurd, bro.
They're getting real smart.
Man, that is like crazy. That's like connecting two different like
and she was like 8. I'm like, how the fuck did you know to do that? Like,
face recognition, she knows. Like
she knows, like she knew it. She knew it. Like she knew that my face, like I had that app on my shit. Like not the app, but that setting.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That's
crazy.
Now I know, like, you know, it seems like you got a lot going on. Have you ever dove into like a clothing brand at all, or?
Yeah, like that's kind of like my merch.
Okay.
I got Scholar Committee merch. I ain't bring no merch with me today. I be making hats. I make sweatsuits, shit like that. But I haven't really like tapped into like clothing the way I should, because I even make t-shirts too. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to definitely like create a lot of these pieces that I got. Like I'm about to duplicate them crazy. So I'm going to have about 200 of them, 100 of them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to sell it. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it to the people. And, you know, in the past, people told me they like the shit. So, you know, I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah, I think that definitely goes hand in hand with like the music and shit.
Hell yeah. It's branding.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Yeah.
So like what's I mean, it could be a few things. It doesn't have to be one thing, but what's some things that you want people to take away from your music? Like when they listen to when they listen to your music, like something to take away from it. Like
I want people to know my story. I hope my story inspires someone to do the see like my faults and like do the opposite.
Right.
Know what I mean? Like, when you hear what I'm going through, when you hear what I say, if it's some negative shit, don't take that and be like, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Like, be like, take it and be like, yo, that's fucked up. I should do better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want people to hear my story, get inspired, and do better. You know what I'm saying? Be better. You know what I'm saying? Be better than me. You know? I want people to grow. You know what I'm saying? From my music, I don't want motherfuckers to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I want you to win.
Yeah.
So that's what my music is about.
And has it always been like that, or has it like transitioned at all, like from when you started to now? Like, has it always been that type of mindset, like you want people to learn from your stuff and like that whole thing?
Nah, it might have became like that.
Okay.
Because at first it was just, I just wanted somebody to be like, that's hot.
Right.
Know what I mean? Once I realized like the shit that I was doing, that people like it, then it became more like a responsibility thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, you should be more like right now, at this point in time, it's a responsibility thing. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm responsible for what I give y'all. Cause I should know better.
Right.
So like I can't give y'all no bullshit. That's why shit is taking long. Because it's like, yo, the mindset I'm at now, where I'm at now in life, I know that I got a responsibility to the youth.
Right.
I gotta guide them a certain way. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be nobody role model or none of that shit. It's just I just know like with my platform, it's some young motherfuckers watching me, and I don't want to guide them wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell yeah.
Are you familiar with the artist NBA YoungBoy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you see? You know, he I think he was in an interview recently. Maybe not recently. Maybe like a couple months ago. But he was like really, like looking back on his music, and he was like frustrated about the shit that he was saying.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like,
younger too.
and he's and he's so young. Yeah. So it's like, I think that's cool though, seeing that. You know, because it's like
that's growth.
Yeah, it's completely it's complete growth. Yeah.
And you know he got a lot of dope people around him. So like I even seen he took his social media down.
Yeah.
Cause they was fucking with him a lot. Like I would see him, he be in the mall and shit, getting into fights and shit. So like people was fucking with him a lot.
Yeah.
So like maybe that kind of like gave him a better space in his career. Like that probably put him in a space where he could be more creative and like less frustrated. Cause when you making music frustrated, that shit come out frustrated.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you might not be really getting your point across, cause when you angry and you doing shit, it ain't good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That shit don't come out right. You know what I mean? So now from what I see, like it's like his career is more like creative.
Right.
Like it's more like he's dropping music, but you don't see him getting in the fight in the mall.
Right.
You don't see that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's dope. That's dope for him, man. Shout out NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
His team.
And go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, so I kind of jumping back to your music a little bit. Like, how would you say from your first release, like whatever, your first tape, to your most recent release, what like the evolution of your music? How would you say it's evolved over time?
My voice changed. My mindset changed. Like my first tape, I was gangbanging hard. That's what you was getting. You was getting me running the streets. Now you getting like me being a dad. I mean, me being a working man. Like you going like just growth. Like you know what I mean? Like just like me being more of a man than what I was. Like my first tape, I was a teen. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I wasn't moving like a grown man back then, but you know, it was more childish back then.
And also now I just want to talk a little bit, like, because we were talking about like the youth, right? What's like, because like we have, you know, he's very young. The style of music, I'm sure, is like you said,
but his music is kind of grown. Like his music is like he's kind of beyond his years. Like I tell him that, like he's like, I mean, he's special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay. Because like right now, like the scene of music, like it's very different. You know, like the beats are faster.
Yep.
People are singing in high pitched and auto tune and going like that. Like, what's like your view? How do you see? Do you like enjoy the stuff that's going on now? Or?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I just don't like it when like people die.
Yeah.
Shit like that shit is depressing. But I like all this shit. Like I like all the creativity. You know what I'm saying? If it's dope, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm open to all that shit. I like that shit.
Yeah. Who are some of the guys that like you're listening to now? If there's any like like younger dudes and stuff like that?
I listen to Dirk.
Dirk,
I
yeah.
listen to all the Chicago cats.
Okay.
G Herbo, Polo Capilai.
Yeah. Hell
fucking. I listen to a lot of old school shit too. Know what I mean? Like I be bumping old school shit. I bump shit. You be like, you listen to that shit? Know what I mean? But like I listen to the Chicago dudes. They got a story. So I listen to them dudes a lot. For the most part, yeah. I listen to those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's dope though.
I listen to some Philly dudes too. Like they just put me on with some guy. Leaf Ward. I've been listening to his shit.
Okay.
You know, I still bump some Meek Mill every now and then. I still be listening to State Property. Know what I mean? I still listen to all that Rockefeller shit.
Yeah.
That shit is dope. Like that shit is classic shit.
Hell yeah.
I be listening to Dre and Snoop. Know what I mean? I be listening to MC8. Every now and then I'll put on some Lil Flip. Shout out Lil Flip and the Clover G's. Those my guys.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? I listen to Murray. I listen to everything, man.
Yeah.
Like I listen to everything.
Yeah.
Like when it come to hip hop, if that shit is hot, I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. And one artist that like, cause we're 25, 26, so we are a little bit younger. But an artist that, I think had a big impact on us, just like we listened to him all the time. And like, were you tapped in with like the ASAP Mob at all? Like, did you fuck with, cause they're
Those are
from
my
Harlem.
guys. Like,
yeah.
I like 12. Me and 12 from the same crew.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and 12 came from Go Getter Boys. You know what I'm saying? So like, we came from that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we used to be in the crib rapping together and shit.
Wow,
You know
okay.
what I mean? So like, shout out ASAP 12. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like ASAP Rocky, all them dudes, like we grew up together. We all from Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think
mean?
he's like your age, right? A$AP
Yeah,
Rocky,
he used to run with Naka and shit.
Yeah,
Me and Naka battled on 123rd.
Okay, so
And
you got,
Marcus
you got like
Garvey.
a rich history with them.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We go back.
Damn, man, that's awesome, man.
We go back, yeah.
That's insane, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, how do you see the future?
ASAP Rocky from $1 Million Babies.
Okay.
If you ask ASAP Rocky, he come from $1 Million Babies.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his original crew, him and Naka. Now
Okay.
they ASAP. Like ASAP came about when I was in prison. So I was watching them on TV like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yo, they doing this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
How about like Yams? Like, were you tapped in with him at all?
I don't know Yams.
Yeah,
Like, I
okay.
never met Yams. God bless his soul. But I know he did a lot of great things for them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So, kind of, what do you see like the direction of rap music right now going? Like in the future, like what do you think it's gonna be? Like, is it gonna be similar to what we hear now? Is it gonna be more positive? Is it gonna be more negative? What do you think?
More electronic, more like.
It's like wherever the creatives is at. Because it's like you always gonna have struggle. And hip hop derives from the struggle. So that's never gonna change. There's always gonna be a motherfucker going through some shit and he gonna rap about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to experience some pain to rap. You know what I mean? Like, even if you just happy all the fucking time. In order for you to be happy all the time and put out happier music, you have to be undergoing something that makes you sad. Because like hip hop is like a response to struggle. Know what I mean? Like I was watching an interview with Irv Gotti. He said, yo, hip hop comes from death. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the origin of it. Like motherfuckers taking shit.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And that's never gonna change. So hip hop is always gonna be that way. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be struggle and pain.
Yeah.
So even if it's like a electronic, like if it becomes like that,
Yeah.
somebody's still gonna be talking about pain.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And I think, I like what you said too, like, because also some type of struggle, right? It doesn't matter, because everyone's struggles are different, right? So it
Right.
depends on what you're going through. But, like you said, you can't be happy unless you know what like sad is. You know what I mean? It's the same
That's a
thing. You
fact.
can't love without knowing what hate is. Because if you
Right.
didn't have that stuff, you wouldn't be able to experience that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So that's good, man.
No, that's
Yeah.
no, for real.
Yeah, that's definitely dope, man.
Yeah.
So like, how do you want to be remembered, like as an artist? Like, cause you seem like you're you're knowledgeable, you're a positive person,
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, you're an entrepreneur.
Facts.
So, you know, how do you want to be remembered, and what do you think your legacy is gonna be?
Yeah, like I just want to be remembered for being great. You know what I'm saying? Like performing at a high level, putting out dope music, giving back. Like I want to work on that too. Like I want to donate more and shit like that. Yeah, I just want to be remembered as one of the dope guys, like one of the guys that put on. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the guys that really paved the way for other people and made something happen, made a difference, changed things that wasn't all the way what's up. You know what I'm saying? Made things better. You know, that's how I want to be remembered.
Okay. Yeah. And what was I gonna say? Oh, we didn't touch on this at all, but like performance wise, like do you enjoy performing? Is that something?
Hell yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's like the best part.
Yeah.
Cause it's like that's when you get to see if your shit is hot.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's yo.
Yeah.
The people gotta like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have you been performing like lately, or is it something that you haven't been doing as much, or
I haven't performed since
like COVID shit?
No. Did I do a show? Damn, man. I'm trying to think. I think I did a show not too long ago.
Okay.
Or did I? I don't know, but that performance shit never leaves me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It never leaves me, but
yeah.
I did do a show right before COVID.
Okay.
Like 4 days before COVID hit,
Oh,
I did
shit.
a show. Word. So, you know, and as a matter of fact, I did perform. I think I performed a couple months ago.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did.
Where
I
at?
did
In
perform.
Harlem, Pennsylvania?
I performed. Did I perform? Damn, I don't know why I can't fucking remember where I performed at.
Yeah.
I think it was in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I performed somewhere in New York.
Okay.
I forgot what venue it was. But I deal with this booking company that be getting me shows. I got a show coming up in Philly.
Okay. Hell yeah.
It's
Hell yeah.
June 30th.
Okay.
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? So if you guys want to come out, man, y'all welcome. It's a drive.
Send us the info.
Send us the
though,
info.
please.
I got you,
Yeah.
I got
If
you.
you can, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna try to turn that thing up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
Make it happen.
Right?
Yeah, you perform. You know
Hell
that.
yeah.
Oh, let's
All right,
go.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
We showing out.
Are you tapped in with the Long Island scene at all? Or are you not really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
I like, you know, I'm originally from out here too. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? My family run all through
Right.
like Suffolk and shit like
Okay.
that. So like
What parts of Ireland are you familiar with?
Wyandanch,
Okay.
Babylon, West Babylon, Central Islip, Farmingdale, Deer
Okay.
Park. You know what
Hell
I mean?
yeah. Hell yeah.
All
It's
that
all
good
right
shit.
around here.
All right
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good shit, man.
Matter of fact, no, Blackthorn is in Queens. But that's kind of like,
Blackthorn.
you ever heard of that venue?
I
No?
feel like it's a familiar name.
I haven't heard of it.
It's a venue in Queens I performed at.
Okay.
That's one of my highlights too.
Fire.
Yeah, I did a show there, and that's how I got my record on Hot 97.
Okay.
Hot 97 Drewski played my record one time.
Hey, that's
yeah,
dope.
that was dope.
See, that's like the benefit of doing these shows.
Yeah,
you don't
hell
know
yeah.
putting
who's
yourself
there.
out there. Like,
yeah. And
Yo,
because
I-
on Long Island, it's a struggle because it's like for the guys out
no
here,
real place.
there's no like real like center place for people to
Right.
like go and perform.
Outlet,
and,
like-
yeah, like we'll have Drewski come out and do some
Showcases
and
and
stuff.
that,
yeah. Mhm.
But again, it's like 60 artists there. Everyone's paying. It's all
Yep.
messy and shit. So it's like
I've done them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Shout out
to,
Will
like,
Styles, my guy.
So
Oh,
it's
word?
hard.
Yep, that's my
Okay.
guy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So it's hard for like some of these guys to like have that place, but I don't know. It's interesting. Like
Yeah, nah, that's the show. That's that shit.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Mhm.
You going, yo, last time I did a show with them dudes, I kid you not, 14 motherfuckers performed before me.
Yeah.
I performed, and then I waited for everybody else to perform to see the outcome of the show.
Right. Right.
You got to do that
Yeah,
shit, man.
yeah.
You can't perform and leave.
Yeah.
You got to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta watch everybody perform, and then you perform, and then you gotta watch everybody else perform
you.
after you.
I'm not.
All you rappers,
To all you rappers.
take
I'm
notes.
I'm not going to lie. As a rapper, having that experience, I've performed, and then it was crazy, and then the follow-ups were just like ass.
Yeah, it'd be like
Then
that.
like I had
You
to
gonna see
sit there
some funny
and, like,
shit.
Yeah.
Them showcases, them underground joints, you gonna see some shit.
Yeah.
You might see about. Man, I seen a tranny jump on that joint. The joint was out.
Nah.
Yo, you seen the joint? Like I'm like, whoa! I ain't watching this one. And they talking they shit. You like, no. Listen, no disrespect to the LGBT community or nothing, but motherfucker, damn it, man, your dick is showing. That shit away. Why you performing? And that shit ain't hot. You know, so you gonna see shit like that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that show was in Pianos.
What the hell's that?
I did a show on Pianos, man, in New York.
Okay.
Pianos is a dope venue, man. Shout out Pianos, man. I want to do another show there, my own show, bring my own artists out. If y'all watching, holla at me.
Hell yeah.
But yo, yeah, I seen some funny shit, man. I seen motherfuckers claim they was part of shit and they wasn't. I've seen motherfuckers get on there. I seen, you gotta do showcases, man. That's how you get it.
Yeah. And I think and to your point, like, it gets frustrating, having to sit through that shit. But I think it's like paying your dues. You know what I mean?
That's character building.
Your feet dirty. Like,
That's how you build your
100%.
character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is what's missing. Even artists that's popping. Y'all artists that's popping, listen, man. At the end of the day, there's other artists. Right? There's other artists. Like, you could be the most popping artist, bro. But there's other artists. Listen. And if you give it a listen and it's hot, give it some kudos, man. Keep this shit going. Like, let a motherfucker know his shit is hot. Because that's part of the game, man.
And that helps that artist, bro. Like,
that's building character
so much.
man.
If you have belief.
Like especially like your friends, like people my age and my generation, your friends, like you'll tell them, hey, I got a brand, like, hey, I got a song, hey, I'm making merch, hey, I'm doing photography, whatever you're doing, and they'll be like, all right, that's cool, like that's lit, whatever. You'll be posting it on your social media, they'll never repost it, and it takes 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's that hate, boy. That's that envy and hate.
Yeah.
And that shit right there, I mean, it slows shit up, but that's the ups and downs.
Right.
And I don't understand that shit, but everybody feels like that. Like, everybody feels like if you share somebody's shit, like that's gonna take from you.
Yeah, it's
Like, just throw that shit in a story one time,
just
man.
like it and throw a comment. Yeah.
Like, comment, share.
Yeah.
When you at a show, stay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
At least watch it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, man. Like,
it's good for the algorithm.
I mean,
like,
I know for a fact those people that you're saying like that aren't liking your shit, when they see Meek Mill, they're tapping on that shit, commenting on everything, and
because they know Meek Mill got money, so they like, yo, Meek Mill's got money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit like on his shit.
Yeah.
But your broke ass, I ain't hit like because you broke.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
you don't see it.
Nah, he see it.
I mean,
Don't think he don't. But at the end of the day, it's like, show that same energy to your man.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, your man could be that too. Like, don't take that from your man. Know what I'm saying? Just be the same way with everybody.
Right. That's important.
Don't dick
bro.
ride.
That's
Know what I mean? That's what I say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. That's a lot of fucking knowledge right there, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
No, for real. Like this has been really, really good, man.
Yeah, this is informative information,
Hell yeah,
man.
bro.
Play this shit back.
For real. Like how many times you gotta play it back, 10, 20, 30. Play it back because there was a lot of gems in that.
Yes, sir.
Give us some like some goals for the end of 2023. Like, what are a couple of things, like 3 things that like you want to have done? Maybe it'd be the albums or whatever.
Yeah, like Money Growing Trees, I ain't rushing it. I would love for it to be done by 2023. know what I mean? I would love that. I want us to be on tour. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be moving around. I want us to be, making money. You know what I'm saying? Like selling merch. Whatever we put our face on, whatever we put our energy into, I want it to move. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to cram in a year. Mm-hmm. It ain't really, to me, yes, that's the deadline. It's deadlines to this shit. But it's an ongoing thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if it trickles to 2024, that's I don't really want it to do that, but if it do, it do. Yeah. But those are 3 things that I want to get done by 2023, by the end. Yeah.
I mean, we're already almost like halfway through 2023.
And I want to drop a video or 2. Now, I mean, it's been a while since I really did a video, so I definitely want to start giving you guys some more visuals.
Hell yeah.
Wait, when's the last time you shot a video? Was it a while ago? Like a while?
My last video was Can't Fuck With Me. You know what I'm saying? So that probably was like the beginning of last year.
Okay.
So I ain't shoot a video in almost a year.
Shit.
Or it's been a while.
Stay tuned for that shit.
Stay tuned. Yeah. We'll be looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
For real. Appreciate you coming out, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you guys, man.
And you want to just tell the people, all your social media handles, what you got going on.
Yo, man, RahTheBroker. I'm the only one. I'm the only RahTheBroker. So, just look me up, man. Just type my name in. RahThe, Broker. BROKER. Type me in. Find me. If you try and put my music in your stories, I don't know why it's doing it like this. Type Rah. If you're on Instagram, type Rah. And then put The Broker together. I got to figure out why this shit is doing that.
That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how you get my music on Instagram and shit like that. If you in the stories, if you trying to repost my shit to something that you're doing or whatever, do it like that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, Rah.
No doubt. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all tuning in to another exclusive interview. This has been great. Appreciate everybody. Peace.
What's the word in the city? We the hottest out. Got my eyes up on your bitty, homie, watch your mouth. It don't take a lot for me to go and slide on her. Give me 20-something minutes, I'ma lie on her. She a thought, homie, you are not hot. All your shit is fucking mid and I am top notch. I can sell water to a fucking fish, dog. So be careful when I pull up on your bitch, dog. I'm a smooth operator, I get sturdy with it. Put your bitch in first class, go and Fergie with it. Every time I shoot my shot, Stephen Curry with it. And I don't need Clay, all I say is hey. Yeah.
Bars for days, nigga. Little vibes. Yeah. I'm a hard stopper, I penetrate shit with the iron. Was raised with the lions and fought each other to main alliance. I talk a good game, but I'm better when I apply it. I swear to God that money talk, always breaking the silence. I'm made for the violence, ducking New York State's finest. In my J's, you wouldn't make it in a day, your honor. Tomorrow was never promised, every day was drama. I kept the 357 to delay my karma. I bang with honor, 2 guns, I'm a one-man army. We can shoot it at a fight, you get washed like laundry. All this money I laundered, all the hoes I conquered. And I still move like shit, sweeter than Willy Wonka. I give you death for the sauna, with the tech of the llama. Watch the slugs cook you like your chef in that Benihana. Time don't stop for nobody, see it's ticking and talking. I'm whipping the Gotti, the wax off like Mr. Miyagi. Nigga. 100,000 miles of running, you clowns is bugging. When you speak on me, don't sound redundant. I don't hang with square niggas, I'm around this money. Just me and my day ones, we've been down since Huggies. My thoughts get scared at night, and the devil himself. I got the streets hot, to the point metal can melt. I'm ahead of myself, cash out, I'm feeling myself. Things you need your team for, I done did it myself. You ain't thinking too well when you forced to sit in a cell, beefing with 12. Jail ain't no different from hell. Mama told me slow down, but I ain't listen too well. The life I live, all it consists of is bitches and pills, guns and butter. Got your bitch head over heels. My enemies fail, the wrath of a nigga to kill. Nigga, I'm real, like the gas bill to keep the house warm. I couldn't pay it, now my indoors feel like outdoors. Damn.